Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so. You're all super duper wonderful, super duper beautiful and super duper delish, okay? So much love to you all, my delicious babies, and I hope that you're all super duper well wherever you are in the world, my delicious babies, okay? And good morning, good afternoon, good evening to any passers-by, okay? And I hope that you too are having the most super duper wonderful time wherever you are in the world today, okay? So what do? And much love to you all as well, my delicious babies. And can I please just say, everybody, sorry about that, everybody. I always forget, don't I? If you do happen to like my video today, okay, and you do find it interesting, if you could please click on the like. For others of you, if you have not yet subscribed and you do enjoy my videos, if you please like to click on the subscribe. For others of you, please feel free to comment, it's always welcomed. And for others of you, if you would like to kindly share my videos with others, okay, and thank you. So what do? 3, 2, 1, beam me up. Oh, there we go, my juicy little lads. Thank you, little lights, okay, lovely and bright, okay. Now then, my weather in my neck of the woods in the old UK, my delicious babies, well, it's very, very cold, okay, but I suppose it's no different to any other time, in any other year. Do you see what I'm saying to you? But like I said before, and I'm repeating it again, they seem to keep highlighting things. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious babies? But of course, that's the box in the corner of the room, because they usually talk a crock of shite anyway, as everybody knows my thoughts on it all, my delicious babies. So it has been trying to snow. Okay, so as we all very well know, it's common sense that when the snow's coming or when the frost is coming, well, it gets super duper cold, doesn't it? It's common sense, isn't it? Yes? Anyway, so let me get back to the matter in hand. Yeah, so that's the situation in my neck of the woods in the old UK. Now, there is a few things that I just want to discuss this morning, okay, because it is the morning in my neck of the woods in the old UK. Oh, please excuse me, let me just have a sip of my coffee, please, and thank you. So, sorry, excuse me. So, not so long ago, I did a video to do with blood transfusions, and of course, I'm not sure, please excuse me, whether my video will stay up or what will happen at this point in time. I'm not too sure, but I'm going to send it out anyway to see what happens, okay? I personally do not feel that I'm saying anything wrong, but however, YouTube may disagree, which I'm hoping that they do not, okay? But one never knows. Anyway, so yes, so I did a video not so long ago on blood transfusions, yes, where, please excuse me again, where, I was saying that that the blood was not being screened, okay, and that is for a fact, my delicious babies, yes, okay, so it means that if somebody has had the jab, or whether somebody has not had the jab, okay, that you would not be able to know which blood is which. Okay, my delicious babies, yes. So anyway, so I just wanted to mention that, and I also wanted to mention, I was listening to a video the other day. Now, I've just tried to quickly find this video, my delicious little babies, and unfortunately, I've had trouble locating it. So what I'm going to have to do later on, because I won't be able to do it straight away, is that I'm going to have a look through again to find the exact video, my delicious little babies. Then I will let you know, where to go and what to click on. Okay, my delicious babies. So anyway, I want to talk about today, which I have been following, the story. God bless the beautiful dear mum and dad and beautiful dear baby Will. Which I'm not sure whether you've heard about this, my delicious babies. I'm pretty sure it's New Zealand, actually, yes, because I haven't listened for a couple of days. That, of course, the authorities, they wanted to take, which I do believe they want to seize little baby Will, because his beautiful dear mum and dad who are very, you know, religious. They believe in God and everything, okay? So before I proceed with what I'm saying, for those of you wonderful and delicious little babies out there, wherever you are in the world, please can you start saying your prayers for this beautiful dear mum and dad and beautiful little baby Will, okay? Because they really, really need all of that support, okay? And even with our prayers, do you understand what I mean? Yes, it's the power behind it. Yes, please and thank you. You know, they just need all the help they can get. Well, anyway, the beautiful dear parents of beautiful little baby Will, well, basically, baby Will needed a blood transfusion, all my delicious little babies, yes? And what it was is that his beautiful dear parents, sorry, they wanted their beautiful little baby Will to have unvaccinated blood. Okay, this is what this is about, okay? Now, due to the poxy laws over there, right, which they know they're doing wrong and they know that it's illegal, right? The fact of the matter is that they're refusing to let baby Will have unvaccinated blood. Now, correct me if I'm wrong here, my delicious little babies, but and for those of you, because I know that everybody's situation is different, so please do forgive me. So I'm not here to be insensitive in any way, okay? Because everybody's lives are different, yes? But for you wonderful and delicious, you know, mummy and daddies out there, yes? Well, I'm sure that, you know, as a parent, yes, because I know I'm a parent, yes, that at the end of the day, you would only want the best for your beautiful little baby, would you not? Yes, you would. Okay, so that's all that beautiful little Will's beautiful mum and dad were asking for, my delicious little babies. That's all that they were asking. You know, it's just for their beautiful little baby to have unvaccinated blood, okay? Now, they clearly do a lot of research, yes, and obviously this is not having a go or a pop at any delicious little babies out there who very sadly have taken the old jab, okay? I'm not saying that, okay, because like I've said before on my previous videos, sorry, and I'm going to repeat it again, you know, there has been forced jabs, there has been coercion, there has been a number of things, yes, you know, others threatened with their jobs unless they take the old jab. Do you see what I'm saying to you? So we've had terrible things going on in the world, okay, and it's still going on now for all of my wonderful and delicious little babies out there, yes. So now it's got to the stage where, you know, obviously, you know, sorry, excuse me, the authorities, you know, they want to take charge of the situation. You know, so they're not giving beautiful baby Will's beautiful dear mum and dad any choice in the matter, okay? Now, you know, please feel free to comment here, my delicious little babies, yes, because it's always welcomed, yes? Well, I'm going to tell you what my thoughts are on this, my delicious babies, yes? At the end of the day, what right does any authority, I do not care who they are, what right do they have to take somebody else's beautiful little baby, yes, and make a decision to give the wrong type of blood, okay, which, of course, as we very well know, everything is still in experimental stage at this moment in time, yes? For those of us delicious little babies who are aware of this, and this is why I do my videos that I do, to try to let others know who happen to stumble across me, for our delicious little babies who do not know, okay? We have to keep highlighting this. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? So that more and more and more, God bless their beautiful dear souls, wake up to all of this shite, yes? So, correct me if I'm wrong here, but if beautiful baby Will has the wrong blood, yes, and, you know, please, dear God, Jesus Christ in Nazareth, that nothing goes wrong, okay? Well, do you see what I'm saying to you, all my delicious babies? Yes, well, it's just not right. None of this is right. And how it has been allowed to be gotten away with, because this is what's happening, my delicious little babies out there. This is what's happening. Now, I know myself as a parent, my delicious little babies, and furthermore, I'd just like to say to you all, my delicious little babies, that when I look at the world the way it is at the moment, thank dear God, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, our dear Creator, thank you, that I had my daughters, my beautiful and delicious little daughters, many, many, many years ago. Because it would be absolutely terrible in, you know, the world that we're in right now, yes, you know, for these beautiful little babies to come into the world. I do not mean it like that. Let me just reword this, because that's come out all wrong, everybody, my delicious little babies. What I mean is that we, as the definition of flipping humanity, what they've named us, humanity is in a really bad place globally at this moment in time, yes, and we're being targeted big time. Do you see what I'm saying to you all, my delicious little babies? Yes. But getting back to what I'm saying now, so I know if it was me as a mother, and dear God, Jesus Christ in Nazareth, it never would be, right? That I'm not so sure, and by the way, I'm not instilling violence, everybody, right? But I'm telling you something now. If anybody tried to take my flipping baby, I do not care who they flipping are. Do you see what I mean? They'd soon flipping know. I'm telling you that now. Do you see what I mean? They would not flipping get away with it. But of course, because over there, yes, and you've got all these authorities, yes, so it takes all of these to go in. Do you see what I mean? So they cannot do it one man. No. Do you see what I mean? It has to be a number. Do you see what the bullying is, everybody? And this story, you know, I'm disgusted about. I'm absolutely disgusted. And not only that, my delicious little babies, but all over the world. And this has been going on for decades. You know, you've got social services who are very involved in this, up to their flipping neck in this, actually, and above. Do you see what I mean? Where in the old neck of the woods, in the old UK, my neck of the woods, and in all places all over the world, yes, in countries all over the world, well, you know, they just feel the need, when they feel like it, just to go and take somebody's beautiful baby or bairn. Do you see what I mean? And then they throw them into a system, you know, where they're in children's homes and things like that. And then in other cases, going to foster homes where they, as we very well know over the years, my delicious little babies, that there's been some right flipping horror stories taking place. Do you see what I mean? But all of this, you see, is bit by bit is being highlighted more and more and more about the real things that have been going on. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Now, this leads me to saying, so, sorry, excuse me, now even I fell into this. So I've got to be honest with you, my delicious little babies, simply because going back all of those years ago, and I'm going to be truly honest with you, my delicious babies, yes, I did not know about this myself, okay? But I too fell into the trap where, you know, it's like where you go and get your baby, get a birth certificate basically, yes, for your baby, yes. But obviously what I never knew at the time, my delicious little babies, okay, because I am going back a number of years now, a couple of decades, and do you see what I mean? And then again, another 20 years ago, do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, that, well, by having a birth certificate for your baby, which of course, you know, our parents over the decades and decades for most have done the same, haven't they? Yes, God bless their beautiful souls, yes. Well, you see, what that piece of paper is, my delicious little babies, yes, is a way for the authorities, whenever they feel like it, to come and take your baby or bairn. That's what that is. Please, I'm going to repeat this again. I said this weeks and weeks and weeks ago, you know, about, or it was months ago on one of my videos. If you could please go onto YouTube and please look at the straw man. You know, you just type it into the space bar, the straw man. And then you'll soon see how this is rocking and rolling. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious baby? So, some may call me right or wrong what I'm going to say here. But for any wonderful and delicious, beautiful new parents out there, or new parents to be, okay, well, I would certainly look into this and maybe not get a birth certificate. Okay, now over the decades, now I do remember this actually, I remember watching a couple of documentaries many moons ago now, where there was a couple of couples, you know, in my neck of the woods in the old UK, yes, and where they refused to register the birth of their beautiful little baby, you see. And you should have seen the flipping hell that they had. Yes. You should have seen the flipping hell that they had over it. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? Because, of course, when you get your baby registered, it's like, again, it's a form with the authorities to take control. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes? So, all that I'm saying is, you know, call it right or wrong. We'll have to see whether my video, you know, whether it stays up or not. But I personally do not feel that I'm giving bad advice. No, I do not. In fact, I feel it's most sensible advice that's coming out of my trap. Yes, I do. Do you see what I mean? Because you have to try and prevent, or, you know, with these things continuing to happen, my delicious little babies, do you see? So my heart goes out to beautiful baby Will and his beautiful dear mum and dad, because this should not even be happening. And talking about blood transfusions, well, I happened to be listening to a video the other day. And like I said, I am going to find it, but what this talks about is that for most, we do not even have to have blood transfusions at everybody, my delicious little babies. Now, I know that you're going to, for some of you delicious little babies, are going to say to yourself, oh, you know, how can that be? But there's a way, I forgot what it's called now. I need to find that video, my delicious little babies, yes, just so I could let you all know, because you need to be, please, not being disrespectful, okay, and this is not a patronism, please, you need to get educated now, please, if you know anybody who's, you know, who requires, God bless them, a blood transfusion, do you see? But there's a way where the blood can get recirculated in man and woman's bodies without the need for a blood transfusion. I forgot what it's called. I'm so sorry. You know, sometimes, my delicious little babies, I get really frustrated with myself. Do you see what I mean? Because, you know, I should have wrote that down and I did not. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes, I'm awfully sorry about that, but I will find it. But I cannot do it till later on because I need to get my video out to you all, my delicious little babies, yes? So I'm not saying this just to stir up flipping problems. Do you understand what I mean? I'm saying it because we need to talk about these things. Now, I mean, let's look at, what's his name? Elon Musk on Twitter. So I'm going to go back to this again. Everybody, my delicious little babies, right? Well, you know, you got, you know, on the internet, I'm not going to say everybody, my delicious little babies, yes, but for some, yes, which of course, you know, they're just there to give news, aren't they? You know, God bless them, okay? And some of the news is a crock of shite, do you see what I mean? And that's even in the alternative media, yes? But you do have others where they do tell the truth. God bless their beautiful dear souls, you see? But, of course, with Elon Musk, you know, to drive this AI, this artificial intelligence. Do you see what I'm saying to you? And I do not care what anybody tells me. They could say to the blue in the face, they could say, you know what, Mia? You know, well, you know, he is trying to do the right thing. No, he's not. No, he's not at all. Everybody's got to understand here. Get a grip. I've said it before and I'll say it again. A wolf in sheep's clothing. Do you see what I mean? So you draw somebody in, you reel them in, it's like a fishy. Do you see what I mean? And then you reel them in. Do you see what I'm saying to you? But he's part of all of this. He's the front man for it. I mean, I even watched a video the other day. And, well, I'll tell you what. And again, that was at a train station, my delicious little babies, yes? 1 minute, you had two men talking. The next minute, something hit the one man's foot. It looked like a kind of a purple light. And whatever it did, it flipping stunned him, and he only fell into the train tracks, didn't he? And thank dear God, Jesus Christ in Nazareth, there wasn't a train coming, or the train wasn't actually passing through. I mean, it took a little bit of a while for the others, all to gather round, but they were managing to, to try and pull him up. Do you see what I mean? Off the track. Okay, now, according to what I'd heard just this small video, I mean, it must have only been about a minute long, my delicious little babies, but this is all to do with the 5G, which I have been saying months ago. Do you see what I mean? Now, you'll have some out there, delicious little babies, where they'll say, oh, sorry, excuse me, oh, there's no problem with 5G, there's no problem with, with this, there's no problem with that. Well, here's the fact of the matter, my delicious little babies, for those of you who do not know, who happen to stumble across me. The fact is, it is very dangerous. And on a daily basis, right, even though you cannot physically see it, okay, it's invisible. But the fact of the matter is, we've been frazzled on a daily basis. Okay, my delicious little babies, and I keep saying, and I mention this dear gentleman's name again. His name is, if you please put it into the space bar in YouTube, for those of you who do not know, my delicious babies, Barry Trower, which is spelled T for Thomas, R for Romeo, O for Oscar, W for Walter, E for Echo, and R for Romeo, Barry Trower. And then you will get a better understanding. You can even go onto brand NewTube and you type in Mark Steele, Steele with an E on the end, Steele, and you listen to what our lovely Mark, our lovely Barry Trower has to say. Not in that way, everybody, yes, but you hear what they have to say. This is very dangerous. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious babies, And what it is, what's worse, is that it's blooming invisible. Do you see? This is what I'm saying to you, my delicious babies. These are all invisible. Do you see? I mean, we've got around the world where you've got boyfriends, girlfriends, husbands, wives, where they're struggling to conceive. Well, of course, this is all to do with radiation and everything else, what they've been doing to us over these decades. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes? So there's so much going on, because obviously what they're trying to do is phase out the man and woman as we are now. And I know that it sounds to some of you delicious little babies who have not been following me from the beginning. And once again, I want to say thank you, and how I love you so. And much love to all of my beautiful and wonderful little subscribers who have been following me, from the beginning. At the end of the day, I know it sounds far-fetched, my delicious little babies, but this is really, in real time, what's blooming happening. And I keep trying to explain, and even if I see somebody at a shop, if I see somebody down the road, up and down the street, I keep trying to explain, but you've got so many out there, God bless their beautiful dear souls, where they're just not getting it. And then you've got other delicious little babies who are getting it. They've got it fully in their noddle. Do you see what I'm saying to you, all my delicious babies? Yes? So, right now, we've got terrible, terrible things going on in the world. And at the end of the day, it seems very much to me that we have a number in our putrid governments all over the world, okay, that, we've got killing machines. We've got killing machines. We've got flipping psychopaths. They really just do not give a shite at all about anybody. And of course, I don't know whether you remember changing the subject, back when there was the lockdowns. Please just let me have a sip of my coffee, please, and thank you. Where the old schools were closed, and, there were more parents, God bless them, educating the little bairns from home. Well, I personally feel, my delicious little babies, that more parents should be doing that. Because, I mean, after all, I know that you do have some man and woman who go out to work. Yes, you do, okay? But we're still having, right now, a fair few who are still working from home. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes? And really, you know, mum and dad should know what their beautiful little bens are being taught. Do you see what I'm saying to you? So I just feel that there needs to be more of that. Now, for some of you delicious little babies, you may disagree, but what I'm saying is it's the level of programming that has been going on for decades, my delicious little babies, do you see? And of course, you know, for this now has got to be undone, you know, so that we can take our control back. Do you see? Now, right now, we've got until 2030. I always said that 5 was an important number, because if you put 2 and 3 together, it comes to 5, doesn't it? Do you see what I'm saying to you? Mind you, that's my life number as well, actually. Oddly enough. But what I'm saying to you is, my delicious little babies, yes. But at the end of the day, we have to put a stop to this. You know, and not only that, but I mean, you know, when we look at, and of course, you know, I always believe in live and let live. Yes, I do, to a degree. Like I said, another video for another day, right? Which I do believe. But I've got to be honest with you, these ones who are transgender, yes, they're not seeing the bigger picture here. And they're not being able to see, my delicious little babies, for most of you out there, yes, what has been done to them. Do you see what I mean? Because the ones who rule, they really couldn't give a shite about them. They're just there, like little foot soldiers, to put, you know, to put something out there. Do you see what I mean? But as far as I'm concerned, and as long as I have a breath in my body, all of my wonderful, beautiful and delicious little babies out there, and once again, how I love you so, right? As long as I've got a breath in my body, I'm a woman. And last time I looked anyway. Anyway, right? Not that I'm making humour about this, everyone, my delicious little babies, but I'm a woman. And for the men out there, they are men. Do you see what I mean? And now, more and more and more of us, and I keep saying this, I'm going to say it till I'm blue in the face, we need to stand up against all of this. Okay? Because a lot of what's taking place in our putrid government, yes, is illegal. It's not even legal what they are doing. And of course, as we very well know, there is others pulling their strings. So they're the lackeys. Do you see what I mean? But you see, I've said it before months ago, and I'm saying it again. The fact of the matter is that these two, you know, all of them, and the mainstream and all of them, all of these twats, because that's what they are, nothing but a load of twats, right? The fact of the matter is that they'll have their use, and then, do you see what I mean? If this was allowed to go ahead, you know, with 2030 and everything like that, yes, and there was to get their own way, which I do not believe they will have their own way, you know, the ones who rule the world, yes, I do not believe it. Right, because there'd be too much pushback. But my point is what our putrid governments over here and all over the world do not realise is that they could very well be disposed of as well. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes? So, I mean, for most of the putrid governments, yes, they would be better off just jumping ship and just getting another job. But then again, let's look at it another way. Who on earth would want to flipping employ barefaced effing lawyers? Do you see what I mean? Because that's all that they do for a living. The lies just roll off their tongue. Do you see what I mean? And of course, they just wanted to put us deeper and deeper and deeper, not meaning this in a nasty way, everybody, as a figure of speech, but deeper into a hole, you know, so that we cannot get out. Well, we will get out. And I'm letting every single flipping government know around the world, we will get out because we do have the power. Yes, we do. And we will all stand up for ourselves, well, for as many of us delicious little babies as what we can. You see? To put an end to this shite, because that's what it is. And they cannot go around destroying families and doing everything like that. You see, when you look at this, right, you've got a lot of heartless, yes, who are running our world. Okay? Yes, you do, right? Because they do not have any, love for anything, really. But like I've said before, and I say it again, what has happened so bad in their lives for them to be this way? Do you see what I mean? Or to want to destroy beautiful families, or like little baby Will and his beautiful, dear mum and dad. Do you see what I mean? You know, totally ripping apart a family. And then when the beautiful mum and dad of beautiful baby Will, where, you know, when they receive their little beautiful baby back, that they do not know what's going to happen because of the blood that's gone into their beautiful little baby. That's what I'm saying to you, all my delicious little babies. So I know that sometimes you may feel that I'm rather passionate. Yes, I am rather passionate about it. Because unless this changes, you know, you can see where it's flipping damn well going. But like I said, I still do not believe. Sorry, I've got such a tickle on my chin, everybody. I'm a chin. Yes. So, of course, you know, you can see what direction this is going in. And this is why we have to flipping rise up. I keep saying it. And more of our delicious little babies, please, and thank you. If you do not research, please go to somebody who you know, who does do a lot of research, so that you can start learning, because you're going to need to start to learn flipping pretty damn fast. For some of you delicious little babies out there, and I know it's a lot of information to take in, I understand that. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes, but we have to do something about this. Otherwise, the putrid, if you just leave them, you just keep rolling. Yes, they get their own way. Well, they're not going to get their own way. And as long as I've got a breath in my body, my delicious little babies, I shall continue to speak. And I believe that what's been taking place in this world for all these decades is blooming damn well wrong. You see what I mean? So, like I say, like a book, a beginning, a middle, and a flipping end. Do you see what I'm saying to you, all my delicious little babies? Yes, but the only way it can work is for more and more of us to flipping stand up and say no. And that's the only way it's going to work, because when you look at how small their circle is, circle, and then you look at how many billions of us there are. Do you see what I mean? Nobody has to be living in hate. Nobody has to go against anybody. Do you understand what I mean? We just stand together and we blooming well say no. And that solves the whole flipping problem, because without that, they've got no power. The power's gone. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? So anyway, so that's my video. So I'm awfully sorry if you feel it's a little bit mixed up. I didn't mean it that way, my delicious little babies. It's just that I want to make sure that I have my say. And I really do truly believe, you know, that the more and more, you know, because there are others of me, like I said before, and I say it again, on the internet, there are more and more of us, yes? So at the end of the day, to get this information out, now, like I say, I am not sure whether my video will stay up or not, my delicious little babies. Okay, I'm really not sure at the moment, okay? I personally do not feel that I've said anything wrong. I just believe that we're standing up for our rights. And we have every right, my delicious little babies, to stand up for our rights. We never come into this world to be treated like this. You know, and to be poisoned with everything on a daily basis. You know, we never come into the world for that. You know, it should be a free world. Do you know what I mean? And really, for anybody, for the putrid governments and the putrid ones, you know, who they're working for, at the end of the day, they want to control somebody. They need to go and flipping control their own damn selves and flipping leave us all alone. Because I truly believe that we're more than capable of getting our old noddles together and being united as one. Do you see what I mean? We're more than capable of that. Do Do you see what I mean? And getting wonderful business gentlemen to come in and help us, you know, who care and, you know, respect our points of view. Do you see what I mean? So the others just need to go and control their own damn selves. Because it seems to me they're out of blooming control. Anyway, so that's my video, my delicious little babies. So please, 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 and thank you. Can as many of you as possible, my delicious little babies, please send your prayers out to beautiful baby Will and his beautiful dear mum and dad and his beautiful dear family at the moment who are going through this awful ordeal. Okay, my delicious babies, and please and thank you. So until my next video, my delicious babies, I'm not here to bore you, it's just I'm just saying what's on my mind, okay? Just please, I just beg you with the Lord of mercy, my delicious little babies, please, just for those of you out there, I know it's so difficult, you know, because it's like flipping catapult, isn't it? Yes, but please, 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 and thank you, please try to pay far more attention about what's going on in the world. This is so super duper important now, okay? So until my next video, and thank you, okay? Much love. Continue to have a beautiful morning, afternoon or evening, wherever you are in the world, my delicious babies, okay? God bless to you all. So much love and blessings, and I'm giving you a big hug, okay? So you just take care now, yes? God bless. Thank you. Bye-bye.